When a narcissist goes quiet, that's the title of this video. Narcissists are selfish, self-centered, self-absorbed, egocentric, egotistic individuals. These are people who only think about themselves. They are only focused on themselves. It's all about I, me with the narcissist. They take and they only know how to take. Now, a narcissist lacks empathy. Is an arrogant, proud bully. Narcissists, they use, then they discard others. They're master manipulators. The narcissist's main mission is to control you. They need constant attention, constant validation, constant admiration, constant recognition, acknowledgement from you. They want to be clapped for all the time, to be praised all the time. Now, when a narcissist goes silent, most people assume they've moved on. When a narcissist goes quiet or silent, people assume they found someone new, discarded you without a second thought, and that they replaced you with a better source of supply, or they replaced you with someone else. But the truth is that that's not always the case. When a narcissist goes quiet, sometimes the main reason they go silent is far less triumphant. So, what does it mean? Sometimes silence means failure. The narcissist is not happy. They're ashamed. And that's why they go silent. That sometimes is the reason. Because narcissists are driven by the need to be seen as superior. Narcissists are driven by the need to be seen as successful, as untouchable. Their image is everything. So when things fall apart, when a plan fails, when their new supply turns out to be a disaster, when their life begins to unravel, they don't want you to see it. They can't bear the thought of you knowing that you are right, that they didn't win. So, what happens? So what do? They go quiet. They disappear. They go silent. They vanish into thin air. Not because they want to protect you, but because they want to protect their ego. A narcissist will do everything to avoid any situation where there is a risk of being rejected, exposed, humiliated. In short, they hide from humiliation. So a narcissist going quiet, a narcissist silence does not mean peace. It might be fear. It is pride. It is damage control. The narcissist can't face you knowing they might have to admit, even if it's silently, that life hasn't worked out the way they bragged it would. That they don't want to admit that leaving you wasn't the upgrade they pretended it would be. So, rather than deal with the potential shame, they remove themselves entirely. They hide. They act like you no longer exist. They do all this hoping that you still think that they're the one who is doing better. They want you to believe they're doing better than you do. So don't be fooled by the narcissist going quiet. Their silence doesn't always mean indifference. Sometimes when the narcissist goes quiet, it means insecurity. It's not all about you. It's about what they can't handle. The mirror you hold up to their failure. This sometimes is the main reason why they go quiet. So don't mistake the narcissist going quiet on you for closure. Don't assume the narcissist has moved on. Don't assume they have healed or improved. Sometimes when the narcissist is silent, it speaks a lot. Silence is the loudest sign that things are falling apart behind the scenes. That they're just very ashamed to let you see it. So, when a narcissist goes quiet, sometimes it can feel confusing and scary. One moment there was noise, drama, or attention, and suddenly there is silence. Now, this quiet is rarely peaceful. It is usually intentional and meant to affect you emotionally. A narcissist often goes quiet when they feel hurt, embarrassed, or exposed. Silence becomes their way of regaining control. Instead of talking things out, they withdraw. This avoids responsibility and shifts the discomfort onto you. The silence is a form of punishment. It is meant to make you feel anxious, guilty, or desperate for answers. Now, during this time, they may ignore calls, texts, or messages. They act as if you no longer exist. This behavior is what we are discussing and calling it silent treatment. When the narcissist goes silent, that doesn't mean they are mature. It's not maturity. It is emotional manipulation. The narcissist wants you to chase them. Your worry feeds their sense of importance. If you react strongly, they feel powerful. Your pain reassures them that they still matter. Sometimes they go quiet because they lost an argument. Silence helps them avoid admitting they were wrong. Other times, they are planning their next move. The quiet gives them time to reset their strategy. They may also be seeking attention elsewhere. While silent with you, they might be very active with others. The quiet can feel like abandonment. This is especially hard if you care deeply or are empathetic. A narcissist knows silence triggers fear in people who value connection. They use that knowledge. When they go quiet, they may secretly watch your reactions. They notice if you post, if you beg or explain yourself. If you break the silence fast, they feel they have won. It confirms their control over the situation. Sometimes the quiet ends suddenly. They may return as if nothing happened. When the narcissist comes back, they rarely apologize sincerely. They may blame you or minimize the silence. The cycle often repeats: conflict, silence, return, and then more conflict. Over time, this pattern can drain your emotional energy. It creates constant uncertainty. The silence is not about healing or reflection. It is about power and emotional leverage. Healthy people use quiet to think and calm down. Narcissists use quiet to manipulate. If you stay calm and do not chase them, the silence loses its power. This can frustrate them. Your peace threatens their control. When you stop reacting, they often panic or change tactics. So when you understand this behavior of a narcissist, it helps you to protect yourself. Silence from a narcissist says more about them than it does about you. Now, when you talk about narcissistic silent treatment, this is something almost every narcissist knows how to use very well. Ironically, it is also the very thing they fear the most themselves, that is being ignored, forgotten, and made to feel like they don't matter. Most people understand what it feels like to ignore someone or to be ignored. At some point in life, we've all given someone the cold shoulder or been on the receiving end of it. So silent treatment clearly sends one message: I'm unhappy with you or something you did. So, when a narcissist uses silent treatment, it is far more damaging than simple ignoring. It is not accidental or mild. It is intentional and deeply hurtful. This tactic is one of the narcissist's strongest weapons, and almost every narcissist will use it at some point. Narcissists use silent treatment as punishment. It is meant to teach you a lesson. What makes it so disturbing is that they often give no explanation at all. The silence can last for days, weeks, months, or even forever. Many people never get any closure or reason for why they were cut off. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Thank you.